Hi everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar, How the EPI Process Works. My name is Jessica and I work as a content coordinator for EPI. I am from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working for EPI, I taught English at the community college level. And today I will be talking with you about what you can expect as an EPI applicant from when you begin your application to when you arrive in the United States. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have about our process. You can ask them in the comment box and we will be able to answer them throughout today's presentation. Keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those questions should be emailed to team@teachwithepi.com. Today we will be explaining EPI's program and give you an overview of everything from the application to becoming a cultural ambassador. By the end of the presentation, we hope you will have a better understanding of each step of the process. So if you are joining us for the first time, we are Educational Partners International, or EPI for short, and we are a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers to teach in K-12 schools in the United States. Our mission is to bring some of the best teachers from around the world to the United States to share their cultural experiences. As you can read here, our goal is to strengthen K-12 education by discovering and empowering the world's best international teachers in order to facilitate authentic cultural exchange. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in North Carolina, which is about where the marker is on the map on your screen. We would love to know where you are from too, so please take the time to tell us in the comments. And wherever you are joining us from, thank you so much for watching today. So the EPI program can be broken into these 6 steps. First, you fill out an application to determine program eligibility. Then your application is moved to approved and you become eligible for school interviews. After completing a successful school interview, you become placed in a United States school. You then prepare for arrival and orientation in the U.S. and become an EPI program member. You will spend 3 years in the United States as an EPI teacher. Then you will return home to become a cultural ambassador around the world. So the first step in the EPI program is the application. EPI's application process is thorough and it does a few important things for you. First, filling out the application creates a professional profile for schools to look at when they are considering teachers for interviews. We also use the information you provide during the application process to decide whether or not you meet our eligibility requirements. So some of the requirements for being an EPI teacher are that you are currently teaching, you have 2 years full-time teaching experience, and you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree. The application helps you collect the documents that you will need to apply for a visa, travel to the United States, and obtain a teaching license. You will also have 2 online interviews with EPI team members. The team will ask you questions about your teaching experience, classroom management, and lesson planning, as well as other topics that prove your eligibility and qualifications. After the interviews, you will be asked to provide proof of employment and credentials. Once you have uploaded all of your documents and passed 2 EPI interviews, you are moved to the approved stage. Being an approved means that your application with EPI is complete, you have passed a background check, you meet our requirements, and you are now eligible for school interviews. As a candidate and approved, your application becomes a professional profile that is available to U.S. schools. They will look through the applications of all of our teachers and approved to choose which ones to interview over a video call. If the interview goes well and the school is interested in working with you, you will then be placed in that school. Placement means that you have accepted an offer from a school and will be coming to the USA to teach. Teachers who are placed through EPI teach in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. As soon as you arrive in the U.S., you will participate in EPI's orientation. During this time, you will learn more about life and education in the United States, as well as the rules and regulations of our exchange visitor program. Orientation lasts for several days, giving you lots of time to ask questions and prepare for the upcoming school year. After you complete orientation, you will become an official EPI program member. As an EPI program member, you will teach in the U.S. for 3 years. During that time, you will have access to 24/7 support from our trained and professional support team. Our teacher support team can help you with everything from culture shock to meeting the needs of struggling learners. The relationship between you and the support team is an important one and will continue throughout your time in the United States. It includes not only orientation and arrival support, but also professional development programs and one-on-one instructional and cultural coaching. Should you need assistance of any kind, the EPI support team is ready to help. As an EPI teacher, you will also have the opportunity to share your culture with your students here in the United States through cultural exchange projects. Today we have a couple of examples of projects our teachers have done in the past. So Sasha and Silvana were awarded a grant to create a multicultural space in their school's cafeteria. With the grant, they displayed the flags of 21 different nations in the school cafeteria. They also hung clocks that were set to the time zones of those countries. Edward from Taiwan had his students in America write to pen pals in China. He called it the International Academic Friendship Program, and here you can see one of the letters that they wrote to each other. After teaching in the United States for 3 years with EPI, you will then return to your home country where you will be able to become a cultural ambassador. After you return, you will be able to share what you have learned about the U.S. with people in your home country, just like you shared your culture while you were here. This is one of the most important steps in the whole process because this is what cultural exchange is all about, building mutual understanding between cultures by sharing your personal experiences. Today we also have a video of EPI teachers from all over the world talking about their experiences teaching in the USA. So here are their stories.
The activity of today is called Extravaganza, where every country involved with the EPI experience can share our culture, not only the culture, but what culture means.
It's about extravagant cultural experiences where we're going to showcase our culture to the community here in Gaston County. We're sharing our foods, we're sharing our dances, our activities.
Today we are going to demonstrate our different culture from Jamaica, Ghana, South Africa, China, Philippines, all those countries.
Today they're getting to experience food from different parts of the world, they're getting to find out about other people's viewpoints, getting to maybe hear some music and some singing.
I never had the chance to meet so many people from so many different countries.
Cultural exchange is important because it gives you the opportunity to grow as a person.
It causes people to understand different backgrounds without even traveling to that country. It also causes people to accept one another and to also understand one another.
I'm so glad to come to this beautiful country and share what I know. I love coming to the Extravaganza every year.
it's like the world is in Gastonia, the whole world is in Gastonia, and we are sharing what we have to the community.
Life is short. We gotta have the new experiences to make our life more colorful, to know not only what's going on around you, but also what's going on in the world.
To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We have posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Okay, now we will be taking the time to address questions. If you have not submitted yours yet, please ask them now. We will be answering all of your questions in the comment section today. Here are some of the most common questions we get at EPI. So lots of applicants want to know how long the EPI program is. And EPI is a 3-year program. People also ask, is there an application fee? So no, there is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as the cost of obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Another question we often get is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit to participate in the EPI program. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join EPI regardless of your age. So some of those requirements are that you are currently teaching with at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and you have advanced English skills. We also have some other questions that have been on our applicants' minds more recently. So one of those is EPI accepting applications and placing teachers for the upcoming school year? So yes, EPI is continuing to place teachers for the 2020-2021 school year. We are currently monitoring the situation with COVID-19 and partnering with the Department of State for the safety of our exchange teachers. But at this time, EPI expects to place teachers as normal for the upcoming school year. Another question that applicants have is, can I put my application on hold? And yes, you are always welcome to put your application on hold if you do not think that this is a good time to continue. You can then choose to resume your application at a time that is better for you and your personal situation. Finally, our applicants have been wondering, how does EPI support teachers during times of uncertainty or during emergencies? So EPI always prioritizes the safety of our program members and provides support for any situation that may arise while they're in the United States. For example, since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have been monitoring the situation, providing detailed guidance for our teachers, and operating at a normal capacity so that we can be available for all of our program members. So now that you know more about our program, it is time to talk about next steps. First, if you have not applied yet, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. Once you are there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says Apply to Teach in the USA. After you answer the eligibility question and click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have started your application but have questions, please email us at team@teachwithepi.com. Finally, sign up for our mailing list at teachwithepi.com/webinars to get information about our upcoming webinars and to watch all of our previous videos. To finish today's presentation, I would like to share this quote that illustrates the importance of international education. J. William Fulbright was a U.S. Senator and the founder of the Fulbright program. He said, "There's a multiplier effect in international education, and it carries the possibility, the only real possibility, of changing our manner of thinking about the world and therefore of changing the world." Here at EPI, we understand how important it is to provide students with a global perspective And we are so excited to give both of you the opportunity to experience authentic cultural exchange. That's all for today, everybody. If you are interested in our upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to hear about our upcoming events as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, please email us at team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day.